Warning. Thoughts expressed in this podcast are of the people recorded and no one else. Enjoy.
LTS.
Kick back, relax, and enjoy the LTS podcast.
My best friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the LTS podcast. Tonight, we have the big three. As in trash, we have from top to bottom, Mr. J.
Wait, who's top?
Okay, and then we have Alan.
What's going on, everyone? Thank you for having me on the podcast again, and I'm looking forward for the conversation.
And last but not least, myself, Marcos. Who? Okay.
Who?
That's another one we need to download.
Who?
Repeat. We have Mr. J. Okay, now, straight to thoughts. No, hold up.
Wait, what?
You mean straight to the notes?
Yeah, straight to notes. What? As if you know the lore is going on right now. Elden Rings, right? There's been an update. What do you think, Jose? With Melania.
I have a Uno reverse card. I'm gonna have to bring it back to you.
Back to you? Okay, so let's hold up on that in the meantime.
Again, I have another reverse card, so it's back to you again, Marcos.
Okay,
It is
so
I.
NASA is supporting some seriously risky missions to the moon. Finally, it's about damn time.
For what?
So NASA is doing some has been doing this.
Oh wait, are we gonna skip the first one?
Yeah, Melania.
Don't you want to talk about it?
But,
Didn't you do the Uno reverse card?
Yeah, back to me.
Yeah, but it's back to you. You gotta explain it more.
Oh, he's asking you about your 2 cents about that. Oh,
Yeah, but he has to explain more. He just said Melania, and there you go.
I see.
So you gotta explain more.
Can you elaborate with
you can
Melania,
explain.
please? I don't know the
You
lore.
can't explain her. It's too much.
That's why I went to NASA. I went straight to moon.
You went straight to the moon.
Dogecoin to the moon.
The moon, like the blade.
So Marcos, what is your best guess of Melania?
Melania, well, she's infamous for being the wife of Trump. But in the case of being in Elden Rings, she's a boss. Undoubtedly a boss.
Well, no, yeah, we all know that. So is a few other ones are.
There's different versions of
Oh
her.
yeah, spoiler.
Oh,
Yes,
spoilers, by the way.
spoiler,
Because this is
please.
like an end game boss.
Oh, so yeah.
Stop.
So spoiler. Oddly enough, she's also optional.
What?
Yeah, you don't have to face her.
I do
You
love
want to play the
choice.
story.
You can run
Choice is
away.
a good thing. Yeah, choices are good
Yeah,
things.
but you probably want to face her anyway.
So
Yes.
what's the 411? What's the deal?
But you tell first of all explain the passionals, and I'll explain her.
Okay. So there was an update in Elden Rings.
Long, long ago in a distant land.
That's Aku? It's,
Extra thick.
there you go.
With chocolate chips.
Always.
So basically, whatchamacallit? Alright. Now I'm really about to
What?
whoop your right?
Okay, well, I'll explain the patch notes. Since you don't know what you're talking about. Okay.
There we go, finally.
Alright, so Melania is the blade of Michaelia, who is her twin, oddly enough. Again, spoilers. She is one of the hardest boss in the game. Mostly because her passive ability is Scarlet Rot, which is known to be the worst side effect to have in the game. It's so bad that it humbles Verdun, who is like a 30 feet giant. But if I remember correctly, I didn't read it, mind you. I heard about it, and I was like, oh no, oh no. Melania has a ability where she hits you, or basically where she swings her swords and hits you, she heals from that. and it's like a life steal. So basically, she hits you, connects, and she gets healed back a little bit. Now, if I remember correctly, the patch notes made it so that if she just swings her sword, so she doesn't have to hit you, she's able to heal herself whenever she wants.
Even if she whiffs?
She just has to swing her sword and she heals. So
Wait, so that's overpowered.
Yeah.
On some crazy.
On top of the fact that she is overpowered.
Yeah. How's that even fair? Like, how's that mechanic work? Is there any chance of you winning?
The original way was she hits you and she gets healed. Now it's just she swings her sword and that's about it.
Is there like a cooldown time on that? Or like, does she
wish.
Does she like constantly spin it?
She's constantly swinging her sword. All of her attacks is sword delayed. Even her second phase, when she becomes a Scarlet Rod goddess, they are all blade attacks with a little bit extra Scarlet Rot.
So I'm thinking now, do you have to constantly hit her in order for you to beat her? Or?
The good thing is that
overwhelm her.
She has a low poise compared to other enemies, so you can like stagger her or make her stop. But good luck, because she hits hard.
Oh, so is she like the type of I guess
well, she's the type of character that like they say that you have to practice your dodges and your rolls. Dodge. If you don't.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Duck, dodge, dive, weave, and dodge.
Because you can't really. So there's shields in the game. There's shields in the game, but it doesn't do much because she has Scarlet Rot, and like I said, that's like a real. It's like imagine poison but on steroids. It'll kill you quickly.
That's crazy.
So
not even a shield
what's worse is that her first attack after her second, in the beginning of her second phase, is basically she hits you down and blooms a flower, which is like massive. Which is basically if you get hit by it, you get again Scarlet Rotted. And then all of her previous movesets, which was like she swings her sword, she has her sword ability, which is like she starts swinging rapidly in the air.
Right.
All of those are Scarlet Rotted, so you're screwed. I think at the second phase though, she doesn't do the self heal, but it's the first phase everyone has difficulty in.
Okay, so roughly speaking, how long does it take an individual to, I guess, accomplish or mission accomplished on that?
Well, have you heard of the YouTuber Afro Senju?
I can't say I have, but.
Well, he was doing a Let's Play, and I like because he's a funny guy. He's a funny man. The guy is actually pretty good at the game. He's a lot better than me. He went up to Millennia. It took him 3 episodes to beat it, and he deleted the game like 5 times. At one point, he's like, Millennia has humbled me.
Wow. Okay.
Just like the giant.
Yeah, and then finally he's like, yes, I'm him. And he just started cursing, with the. I like his little like. Censorship is funny.
Oh, okay.
He's like, oh my gosh.
Like, beep, beep, beep.
But there is hope. There is hope. Recently, I've heard that there's a man with like a weird mask and he's naked. He runs around with the 2 strongest katanas and he helps people face Millennia.
So you have a streaker with 2 swords helping you.
There's a random encounter?
No, you can summon help. And he's up there from a certain time, and he's overpowered, so he can like take her with you. I mean, I don't know how it's gonna work now, but it's not like 100%. He helps you, and he's a really big help. But I mean, it's Millennia. You have to be at a certain level to handle her, and it's like,
what's the level requirements?
Good luck.
Is his name by any chance the dual wielding swordsman?
You have to be able to withstand 300 or 400 HP per hit.
That's crazy. So she literally a one-hitter quitter. Like she hits you, you're pretty much dead.
You're probably like halfway done.
Oh wow!
At this point,
that's crazy.
And by this point, do you have any maidens?
No.
Dang it! Does she have maidens?
No, she's a girl. I told you, Marcos.
Question, Alan. Can a female not have maidens?
I don't even know what that is. You're gonna have to explain that one to me, guy.
What's the lore with the maidens in Elden Ring?
You tell me, Marco, because you seem to be more versed in this than
I'm more into the lore.
I know
the
what it means.
Yeah, that's
I
why
don't know what it means.
I know what it means in the game, but I don't know what it means in the memes.
I'm asking you, can you explain the lore in the game?
But you're not talking about the lore. You're talking about the memes.
I'm just repeating the same, but you're maidenless, and that's it.
So in the game, the first NPC you face or you talk to, he goes, "But you're maidenless. You're hopeless, basically."
Okay.
They call you a tarnished. I think it's more on the lines of like, technically the maiden you meet in the game helps you level up. That's about it. It's just to get you stronger.
So is this like a term from Old English that they use in the game?
No, I think it's more of a Souls lore thing in the Old English.
Okay.
Because she's the one that helps you like convert runes into levels. Now I don't know what it means in the meme sense anymore.
Oh, I have no clue. I don't even know what
it's just a saying.
I have no clue. Not even in like the regular aspect that you just explained. That's new information to me.
I feel like it's just it's the new thing to say. But you're maidenless. I'm like, what the? You gotta know the lore about the whole thing with you being able to level up.
The guy makes fun of you when he's like, but you're maidenless. Ha! You're hopeless.
Yeah, that's the context they probably say it
on you. Which, mind you, you can be like, you know what? I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, I see.
It doesn't really do much. I mean,
no, getting joked on, you die.
Well, guess that's the mechanics in the game, right?
It looks like so the patch, it looks like it's only for co-op.
Whew.
So if you face her solo, you won't have to self-heal whenever she wants.
Oh, I see.
So which makes more sense, probably because they got sniff of the guy helping everyone face Melania.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
He's got a waiting list.
And they're like, yeah, let's fix that.
Let's patch that up real quick.
Because it says here, all of this was giving her reputation as somewhat of a troublemaker, so no wonder she made a celebrity out of one badass tarnish. She was inspired to make his entire mission helping other players defeat her by solo ends her. So basically, the guy's the naked like mask being guy.
Yes.
His whole mission was to help people face Melania. That's how hard
double-sworded streaker. Yes.
Yes.
That's funny.
Like I said, she faced Radon, who is a boss you face. She's the reason why he's in the current state he's in. He's basically dying from the inside because the scarlet rot affected his brain.
Dang.
He's just a mindless monster at this point.
Okay.
Dang.
The guy was like a hero in this sense because he learned gravity magic to ride his horse, even though the guy's like 30 feet tall, probably weighs a ton.
More.
So he learned gravity magic to ride his little horse, and it's funny because when you fight him, he's still riding the horse. It's just this big, massive giant riding a tiny little horse.
I'm trying to imagine it. I'm trying to imagine it. Yo, that sounds silly.
Dude can fly.
No, he can't fly. He can just jump really high.
Oh, so he can be in the NBA.
But you said it's gravity control that he has as magic?
Yeah, he has gravity magic.
Okay,
and he learned that
so he can't fly, he just basically floats.
Yeah. Oh, you could kind of see his little like, you remember the picture I showed you?
Mm-hmm.
I sent him the guy with the two swords, that's for Dawn. And then you see his horse a little bit there.
Oh, okay.
A little bit there. Just a little bit.
Like, it's a big horse, don't get me wrong, but I mean, the guy weighs a lot. The guy, like, is I think around 30 to 20 feet tall. Because Melania is like 7 and he towers over her.
And she towers over you.
Yes.
So he definitely towers over any player.
Oh yeah. You're tiny compared to a lot of things here.
Huh.
But if you do manage to kill her, you get to keep her sword.
The rotting one or the one that swipes health?
Well, you don't get Scarlet Rot with it, unfortunately. But you do get like her like when she does her fairies or swipes. You get to have that ability.
Okay. You don't have that steal function?
No.
Dang it, only the damage.
Yeah. But if you want Scarlet Rod, there is a dragon's spell that you can summon a dragon's head and shoot out Scarlet Rod. It's delicious.
Magically delicious. Now,
so that's about it.
From being Maidenless all the way to NASA with the moon stuff, you know. What do you think about that, guys? NASA
I think
is
it got
investing.
canceled.
You think it got canceled again?
No, I know. They just did it right now. They tweeted about it.
Dang it! Literally today.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, you're just chatting.
Well, let me see.
Wait, is there a reason why they're? Oh, you said they didn't update that?
I thought he was talking real stuff that it actually got
so
canceled.
I was like,
what?
wait, what? Thought that was a sure
Oh, this
thing.
came out yesterday. Wow.
Yeah.
I like how Marcos' title is NASA supporting some risky missions to the moon, and the title of the article is NASA supporting some risky missions to the moon. I wonder
No,
what he did
it's
there.
about damn time.
No, you said it's about time.
Dang it.
You copied and pasted the title.
Wasn't
I wanted
NASA
it about damn time.
Wasn't NASA already like not a failed part of the government, but like they had stopped funding?
Nope, they just penny and nickel and dimed them. They never stopped them.
So
Did
what
they
have
stop
been up
funding
to?
Space Force?
They're the National Association for Space and Aeronautics. They just do research. So it says, for more than 3 years, NASA has been intensely focused on Artemis on the Artemis moon program. This high-profile international effort, spearheaded by the U.S. Space Agency, at the cost of nearly $7.5 billion. I feel like this is the gambling money that the U.S. earned during the Super Bowl. They earned $8 trillion. I think they got $8 trillion in gambling. So I feel like they invested some of that per year. Forget what I said. $7.5 billion per year. Seeks to return humans to the lunar surface in the mid-2020s and establish a sustainable presence in deep space. The moon is kind of deep space for us. But in recent years, NASA has been founding a second, much smaller scale moon program at just 3% of the cost of the Artemis program. This is the commercial lunar payload service. What happened?
Let's get a quick summary of the article.
So basically, they're doing more than one ability: the Artemis program and another one to do like a delivery service, like a taxi service to the moon, by private companies. But basically, it's NASA has more or less the experience of transporting transporting stuff to the moon specifically, and it's
Ice cream.
It's basically funded by the U.S. government to get something back at least.
Yeah, the moon's made out of cheese. They're probably gonna get some good cheese out there.
It ain't easy being that cheesy.
Yeah, exactly.
So they're gonna store ice cream on the moon now?
I don't think they can.
Or you think they're gonna
Why not?
mine for natural resources?
That's unfortunately profit. It has to be for profit. Even just being a truck driver. I mean,
Truck driver, what?
Wait, what?
They're gonna
write it down.
a transporter. No, they're gonna. NASA basically is gonna be like the transportation manager for the moon.
Oh, the shuttle bus for the moon.
I was thinking truck driver, but yeah, sure. The shuttle bus is better.
Well, I mean, what does the article kind of like specify?
They were saying that there are two projects. One, U.S. spearheaded by NASA, and it's working with other countries, with Europe, Japan, I think Australia, but mainly the US and Europe are working on programs for basically working on the moon. They're not specifying for what. I agree, it could be mining resources, but then there's another one that is specifically with NASA only, that they're going to set up a program where they can do deliveries, a delivery service to the moon when there's other stuff already there. So they're preemptively creating the groundwork of setting up like a space station almost. No. Besides that's going to be the Artemis one. That's the Artemis one. But the other one is to have a delivery service that's separated from the Artemis program, because that's just specifically to create an infrastructure, if you will, with a multinational team. Meanwhile, the delivery service is only going to be the US.
Right. So maybe it doesn't specify in the article, but who is receiving these shipments? Like, who's the one that's signing off, as far as like who's the one living on the moon saying, oh yeah, I'll take care of that, you can just stockpile it right here?
Yeah, that's the good question. That's the Artemis program right now that they want to set up with the big international squad to set up base camp, if you will.
Okay, so this fellow Artemis who you speak of, or the article speaks of, is basically saying, okay, NASA, you just back it up over here, and I'll put it in the garage.
Yes.
So they're stockpiling stuff so that one day, someday,
whatever it may be for mining, like for resources, whatever it may be, other companies could pay a service brought to you by NASA, and like a U-Haul truck, NASA becomes a U-Haul service.
Sounds like a horrible plan, but okay.
I don't know, like if there's, I don't know, I have no clue. Just the ability of it existing, and there being since 2019, I guess 2019, they've been working with the Artemis program. Earlier this year, 2022, they decided, oh yeah, let's create a separate program for creating a U-Haul service, if you will, just by NASA, no one else. There's gonna be someone else, like Elon, Sir Musk, but that's just for satellites, or is that guaranteed to go international? I mean, like into the moon, Mars, all those things.
I think his Starlink is basically, as of right now, what I know of is probably just Mars, and then trying to get satellites up in the atmosphere, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
So we can get, or so he can basically link them up, and people can get internet, like satellite quality internet.
TV, but internet.
Right, for, I don't know, I think he wants to subsidize it or make it cheaper for people, so people can use it even if you don't have like towers in your area.
Yes.
So that's what I know. But yeah, I didn't know NASA had the mindset of having Artemis over there, basically sign off on the stockpile.
Artemis is base camp, basically creating a base camp.
Oh, I see.
And then the other service is basically the U-Haul service.
Right. Okay. Yes. That's
straight to the moon. And you're right. Who's gonna sign off? No clue. But they're already creating a delivery potential service. Like, does Tesla want to test some robots on the moon? Oh yeah, NASA has a delivery service. You can just send it with them.
Right. I mean, like, thinking about it that way, I don't think Elon, or
even less Elon, I doubt Elon's gonna want to sign off on that.
I don't think Elon or Jeff Bezos or what's the guy from Virgin Atlantic? What's the other? Yeah, that's other, right? Sir Richard Branson.
Okay, yeah.
Yo, I don't think any of them would want to be like under the thumb of NASA or anybody else if they can do it themselves.
From the beginning, yeah, they didn't want to be part of it.
Yeah, that's why they've pursued space travel by themselves, right? So it would probably just make a lot more sense for them to do their own thing, and because I'm pretty sure each of them have different ideologies or different
Game plans, yeah.
reasons of why they want to go to space. Maybe one is travel or exploring. Maybe something along those lines is something that they all agree on. But then after that, everything is pretty different. Like maybe someone wants to make a business out of it. The other one wants to truly explore. And another
like a
one,
safari service,
right? And another one just is a personal hobby of theirs that they want to actually, be a astronaut or something of that sort. So I don't quite know what their reasoning is, but it is interesting.
It is what it is.
Yeah, and I don't think they would want to be under the thumb of any government per se.
They're rich enough that they can set up their own space service.
Yup.
Let's go for the emotional feelings, the emotional damage of fashion. With fashion. Can you elaborate on that one, Alan?
Let's see if I can remember.
Yes.
All right, so basically, I was watching this video on YouTube from The Casual, and the host Reggie Casual had a sit-down breakdown for people that want to break into the fashion industry, how to go about it, right? So there's a lot of talking points that he had that were actually really surprising to hear once you start getting into the whole aspect of it takes a lot more than having a shirt with a logo or emblem that you create and say, I'm a fashion designer and I created this and you should buy it and you should think it's cool, and that's it. There's a lot more that goes into that, right? So looking for your demographic, right? People that you want to include in that idea of who you're selling to, and how a lot of people kind of fumble the bag in many ways, and one of the major ways is like ego that people have when you design something and you kind of take that train of thought or that stance of, well, I made it and you should love it because I made it and that's final, instead of saying, wait, hold up, what are they looking for? What do they like? How receptive are they? Should I do something that speaks to them, to their culture, or the niche that I'm trying to pursue or involve myself in? And it was really interesting the way he broke it down, and the way he explained how all these factors of design, fashion, and asking the right questions, or as many questions as you can, in order for you to basically develop your own specific brand and even collection to some degree. And I thought it was fascinating how a lot of the times you don't need to pursue and try to be the next Fendi, Prada, Gucci, or anything like that, where you can start small or start local, think global, and work your way up, because a lot of people initially are going to want to buy your product because it's not, $1,000 shirt with a print that says, X type of logo or brand. And I found that really fascinating, the way you basically have a homegrown type of organic type of growth for your particular brand. So I found that fascinating. I don't know if you guys saw the video at all, but I know it was a long one. It was like about an hour, or like a couple minutes shy of 2 hours, right? So I thought it was super interesting, high level of detail of how he broke it down and stuff like that, with a bit of sarcasm, a bit of
flavor,
funny quips and stuff like that, which I thought it was really necessary, and really, it really opened up my eyes, at least, for what not only fashion but anything that you actually put your mind to, whether it be in business or fashion design or anything of the sort, could probably lend you a helping hand in actually thinking things through a little clear. So I don't know, what did you guys think if you actually watched the video? If not, it's okay, we can move on.
This reminds me of when you're doing a business plan, but in this case, it's a fashion line. It's as if you're creating your mark again. It's not just putting your like a meme on the shirt, like you said, but at the same time, there's a lot of back-end investment that regular people, customers don't know that the designer is actually investing on. So I feel like at the end of the day, it could be a gamble, or undoubtedly it's a gamble, in the sense of, oh, is this even going to be well taken by the potential customers?
Yeah, well received, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Or if you're using somebody's plight or somebody's struggle, would they take it as an insult instead of a compliment? The what ifs, a lot of the what ifs are always there, like in anything. But in this one, you're gonna be the person is gonna be your billboard, if you will. Like, what are you wearing? I'm wearing the Gandhi line, if you will, from Prada. Like, people could probably take that as an offense. Some people, undoubtedly, unfortunately, the world is so big that you're not gonna, compliment everyone. You're gonna be eventually insulting someone. That was like what I understood. Like, there's high risks, there's high rewards, and you're trying to do your back end homework as much as possible to avoid those risks. But life ain't easy, and makes me respect more the game or the struggles of creating a fashion line. I can appreciate it more.
No, definitely, bro. I agree with you on that.
And you know who else also is doing their research? Somebody is did their back end research was Elon Musk. He started off with being part of the board for Twitter, but now there's some proposals by him to purchase Twitter full on. You know what he calls Twitter nowadays?
Yes, he asked, I think on one of his earlier tweets, or he suggested that. What do you think, guys? Should we take the W out of Twitter?
He calls it the modern town square. I'm like, dang.
What?
The modern town square. Like, what does that mean? Like, everyone can stand on their soapbox and just, hear ye. That's what I understand. What do you understand when they say it?
I don't know if Elon knows what Times Square is, if he calls it the modern Times Square.
Town
Square?
TOWN.
Nah.
No,
that's a nod, Chief.
No, that's what he actually said. He basically said in his in the conference call, in the TED Talk, that he was asked by the interviewer, and he basically broke it down. It's like, well, it's become the de facto town square where everybody basically shares ideas and whatnot, or speaks their minds. But it's been like, I'm seeing basically, or it's been brought to my attention that unfortunately not everyone's rhetoric or speech or is being basically let to be heard by everyone. There's constrictions and contradictions as people that are in charge right now are basically hindering free speech. And I think that I can help remedy certain situations, and that's basically the gist of what he was saying. Well, that's his opinion, as far as like, if he thinks it's a town square.
That's what he thinks what Twitter is.
Right. Personally, and this is my personal thought process about it. I don't take Twitter so seriously. I don't think people should take Twitter very seriously. But the reason why he says it is because a lot of the people that are from the legacy media and political pundits on these legacy media outlets, or even political voices from any real government, use Twitter a lot. Like, and when I mean a lot, I mean like this is like their go-to to say something, and this is the reason why he
scripted something.
Yeah, this is one of the reasons why he wants to kind of like buy it, because he's like, I think, you know, free speech is important, and if we can't let people, you know, speak their piece, it's like it serves no purpose. The company can't call itself, you know, what's it called, a medium for free speech. Sorry, words are hard.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah, go ahead.
I feel like Twitter is the perfect example of when social media goes wrong, because not so much on like hindering free speech. I have no idea, but I've noticed that like Twitter has been used in a very wrong way. In some cases, it's been good, you know, spreading the word of certain things. I know that some people like, oh, hey, I'm going to be here in this con, so meet up with me. But at the same time, it's been a platform for, I want a better word for bad things of disorder, you can say. I mean, you know, one of the cases being is, you know, the whole case with Vic Mignogna happened on Twitter, and because of that, the guy lost his job, even though it's been proven that everything was faked.
Yeah, it was staged. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, nothing has happened. And
there's no consequences to that. Yeah.
Because Twitter has given this platform, and there's many other cases like this. I mean, even to a sense, you know, the whole Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, it didn't start in Twitter, and I don't think Twitter was a big factor, but it didn't like soothe the flame either. It added more into it. And I feel like Twitter is not the place, especially for like people under the age of 18, people who are teenagers. They should not have a Twitter. It's terrible, in my opinion. It can be good, especially for like information or data mining. But at the end of the day, for most human beings, is like, what is the real benefit of Twitter? Twitter,
it's just like hearsay.
Like, for example, it's like, can you connect with friends? Well, yeah, but other platforms can do it better. Can you catch up with friends? Sure, maybe.
Facebook,
but like I said, other. I mean, Instagram does it better.
Even more.
In some cases.
Brought to you by Twitter. I mean, by Facebook.
So, as far as the whole acquisition with Elon Musk, if Elon Musk does get it, I hope he does improve on some things like that, like making the platform Twitter to be not just a place where you can make false accusations and then reap the reward of it, and then have people suffer because of that. So for me, Twitter has always had like a bad taste in my mouth, and I have one, but I don't really use it at all. Like I said, I feel like Twitter is it's very, I like to say like it's open, but to a sense is like it's open for Discord, not the platform Discord.
Discourse.
Or more like chaos.
Right.
I guess you can say. So that's so to me, it's like, if I like, to be honest, I mean, if Elon, I think the reason why Elon Musk is trying to buy is because he does use the platform a lot. That's, I think, his most active social media, if I know. I think. So that's probably like, okay, well, I think I see some things I can fix, optimize, and make it a better place. And if he can, great. But it wouldn't break my heart to see Twitter, burn and just dissipate into history. Be a forgotten memory. Like, what was Twitter?
A MySpace?
Yeah, exactly.
But there's two different. What does Twitter categorize itself? What's its
It's
MO?
social media.
Let's see. Modus of operandi, Twitter. Dang it! It sent me to Twitter. No, I don't want that.
No, but I mean, basically, Twitter is a social media platform.
But social media means that you have you're like, oh, I post what I'm doing every day. Here's my
Yeah,
what
you do
I
that on
understand. What I understand for Twitter to be is like, oh, I have this random thought, this random idea in my head. Let me just blab it out, literally blurb it out in. It used to be 50 characters or less, right? But now it became huge.
Right.
I think 500 characters, I think, or more
I think
or
it's
less.
150.
Yeah, 150, but it used to be 50. Imagine, me hungry, send. That's it. Tweet. Oh, me want hamburger. Like, that used to be the way that you use Twitter. Just in the 50 characters or less, say what you're thinking. But then, like Alan said, some big media company said, they probably influenced the board and say, increase the tweet to 150 characters. So that they can say, join us on this evening to blah, blah, blah on this live tweet, on this live news feed. And it became, for me personally, Twitter was never a way to say, look, today, like, hey guys, I made myself some pancakes and some stuff. Follow me on my live stream. No, I feel like Twitter's just like blur it out, like, picture and some context, send. Instagram is
No, you can't do
their
picture
MO.
and
That's
send.
what I'm saying, an MO. Instagram is technically just you communicate with a picture.
You tell a story with a picture.
And then there's the caption. And then
Right, but what I'm trying to say is that what Twitter has become is something
deviated.
not. Yeah, it's like I get where you're coming from, but like you can say whatever you want, but in that case, in the years that Twitter has been around, especially like around the Me Too moment, where a lot of people made these huge accusations, and some of them were true, but some of them unfortunately ruined people's lives.
there were actual court cases for those, even for political people.
I mean, like I said, if a celebrity got hit with one of these, they would instantly lose everything. I mean, like we saw, like I said, Vic Mignogna. He's not a big celebrity, but he's someone of interest, and
He's somebody's celebrity.
even to this day, Vic Mignogna doesn't have, at least as I know, he doesn't have the contracts he has with Funimation and even Rooster Teeth anymore. His roles have been replacing right now, and they don't want to give it back to him.
Yeah, he went straight to just being in a band, right?
I don't know what he's doing now. I think he's just doing like cons and like certain events.
No, I think he used to have a music band.
Well, I don't know that, but that was when he was younger.
Oh.
But I don't think he's not like as far as voice acting concerns goes. I don't think he's doing anything. Unless, like, for example, Funimation brings him back for the Dragon Ball Super movie, since Broly's gonna be in it.
That was his last big one, right?
Yeah, and like I think he was. Yeah, I don't remember
And
if
for
they
Ruby,
replaced
he was-
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Ruby, he was what? Scythe
Uncle
or
Crow.
whatever? Yeah, he was a Scythe guy.
Yeah.
So
But,
basically, I'm sorry to interrupt, guys. Yeah, no. So effectively, in that specific case, his reputation was dragged through the mud.
Tarnished, yeah.
Right. So, and we can say that about. I mean, pick a person, right? Who's
The Me Too
guy-
movement said
Right.
it all, yeah.
Well, not just that. Any movement that has a target and puts a target on people's back usually drag their reputation through the mud. That's not new. I mean, effective. Like speaking, specifically about Twitter, to Josue's point, it effectively has turned into something that it wasn't meant to be.
You just give a tweet, and that's it. No.
Let me just give a little more example. Like we can mention something like 2chan or 4chan, right? And even Reddit to a certain extent, where it's become effectively unusable because there's so much memeing and just so crazy rhetoric for people to spout nonsense, and a lot of people want to take it at face value. or they just use it for the memeability of things. And
The quick laugh.
right, so to a certain extent, you don't like we're living in a generation where we don't look to legacy media to get information anymore. We usually go to either YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and again,
TikTok is new. TikTok is kind of like within the last 2 years.
but this is my whole thing. Don't confuse Twitter with the other ones, because of all the other social media platforms, Instagram got bought up by Facebook. So did WhatsApp, right?
Yep.
And then I would even say the parent company of TikTok, which is what's that
Tencent?
called? No, something Dance or Dance Bite or Bite Dance.
It's a subsidiary, yeah.
Right. And like these companies have someone they have to respond to, where Twitter is solely owned by Twitter's shareholders. But this is where this here is where the problem
Oh,
lies.
it's ByteDance,
Twitter?
ByteDance, thank you. No.
not TikTok.
Oh,
TikTok, right? So they have someone they have to respond to, right? Where Twitter isn't owned by anyone but the people that own shares in it, right? So effectively, what happens is that now the situation where Elon is offering money to buy this, and mind you, Twitter is basically a failing business to a certain extent.
Yeah.
It's not really worth much. It's a dying platform for the most part.
no, in debt. It's always in debt. Besides that, actual money, it's always in the red.
Right. Like I said, it's not a profitizing company. It's basically a dying company because people still use it. You have to, I guess, differentiate the money aspect to if the actual platform is being used in any way, shape, or form, right? So
That is true.
right. So in both cases, it's in the red. It's not profitable, but people still use it, which it doesn't make sense, right? In that
In layman, it shouldn't
that
make
dynamic.
sense.
But this is an opportunity where a person like Elon Musk can purchase this company, make the changes that might be necessary for it to be not only manageable or usable more than it is now, but profitable at the same time. And he's a good businessman. We've seen it. He's an idea person, but he also puts his ideas in motion, which we usually work out pretty well from the other things that we've seen. Now, as far as him trying to purchase this company, we know that Jack Dorsey, the actual owner or original creator of Twitter, basically stepped down. A new CEO or person took his spot, and some people say that it's gone from bad to worse because a lot of the things that we needed less of, or people needed less of, as far as quote unquote fact checkers and people that need to basically monitor who gets to speak or who doesn't get to speak, who gets okayed or not get okayed. Like, it became a lot more heavy-handed on one side of the aisle over the other. So this is one of the reasons
Politically speaking, right?
Politically speaking, this is the reason why the platform has become unusable to a large extent for a lot of people. And one of the reasons that Elon is saying, hey, listen, it could be usable and it could be profitable, but it needs tweaking and it's changing. And a lot of people are for it. They like that somebody, actually cares about, not only buying something just to buy something, but to make it better, leave it better than they found it, right? So that's where he thinks he can actually make a change. And a lot of people like the idea. Now, fast forward a couple of weeks after the fact that he mentioned that he wanted to buy it and actually put a bid on it, the company offered him a seat at the round table of all these people that, or the people that are in charge of Twitter, and basically said, listen, we'll give you a seat, but you can't buy more shares of Twitter, so you can't really have more control of it. So they kind of capped him and limited his growth, obviously. And I think the more peculiar thing is that he kind of looked at the fine print and said, yeah, nah, if you guys aren't gonna let me move the way I want to move, then I'll just buy the whole company off of you guys. That's not a problem. I'll buy it. Where the pushback of the people that have the seat of power there were like, no, what?
It's rippling though. It's rippling. It's causing like waves, and we can see who actually, is the leader. This could be a side effect too. Like
we know who the leaders are. We know the people that are sitting at the table.
The board, like even within the board, who actually like has the final say.
No, the board has no power. They have a fiduciary responsibility to the shareholders. They're just mouthpieces at the end of the day, and that's what they should do. If they're getting offered money for a higher percentage of money per share, it's in the fiduciary stance that they need to sell, because that's going to put money into the shareholders' pockets. Not doing that would ultimately be something that the FCC would have to look into, and essentially they would have to kind of audit the whole company and be like, wait, what the hell is going on?
Something doesn't add up here.
Yeah, why are you guys so against somebody actually putting money in your pocket? You guys are not only not making money, you're losing money. And effectively,
when it's being offered to you.
Right, and when someone's throwing money at you to buy it, you are saying no. Like, that makes no sense. But you start looking at the whole situation, who are majority stakeholders or shareholders at company, and you start seeing it's big conglomerate companies as well. But it's the little guys, right, that own shares here and there that want to sell to Elon Musk. And the reason why is because the board basically did a poison pill effect of basically making the shares like garbage shares, in the sense of like they're bringing down the value of it in order to deter Elon Musk to buy the company. But that might blow up in their face, because again, they're going against the fiduciary responsibility to the shareholders. So I mean, what Elon Musk has done recently was offer money directly. Like he directly wants to put the money into the
calling
people.
them out. Yeah.
No. He wants to put money directly into the pockets of the shareholders that are these big conglomerates. So he basically wants to buy the shares off of the normal Jane and Joes that own stock in Twitter. So that is something that he can potentially do, and he has the money to do it, and people are more than happy. I'm not saying all of them, but there's quite a few that are vocal enough to be like, yeah, I'll sell my shares directly to Mr. Musk. That's not a problem. Pass me the bread.
Pass me the check, the sign, and I'll sign it. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that ultimately could be a way that it might backfire on the board at Twitter. So he even teased that, like, no one really works here. It's like everybody's still at home. Like, might as well make their HQ a living environment, or a living
for
arrangements for homeless people. So I mean, it's like he's trying to fix things, and he's trying to do things, and whether it be a meme or not, like,
he's steadying his thoughts though.
He's trying to do something with empty space, dude. It's like,
it sounds like a money laundering scheme, if anything.
For whom?
For Twitter, where they're leaving they own.
Yeah, I mean, the board members get a name and a comfy, cushy position, plus they get oodles and oodles of money.
Yo, something doesn't add up here.
Right. So this is one of the reasons why people are kind of like skeptical. Words are hard.
So I have some tweets here from the
I shared you a link as well.
What's Twitter now? We don't need that link. I got it right here.
You're
I
going
got
straight to the
tweets.
sauce.
Yes.
You got tweets.
So we have tweets from the CEO of Twitter that says, "I'm excited to share that we are appointing Elon Musk to our board. Through conversation with Elon in recent weeks, it's become clear to us that he would bring great value to our board. He's both a passionate believer and intense critic of the service, which is exactly what we need on Twitter and in the boardroom. To make us stronger in the long term, welcome Elon. Looking forward to working with the CEO of Twitter and Twitter board to make a significant improvement to Twitter on coming months." Mind you, though, he made the offer. Let me see. He made the offer, like a week later.
This is the game plan.
And then he says here on April 10th, it says Elon has decided not to join our board. I sent a brief note to the company sharing with you all here. And he says, "Team, Elon Musk has decided not to join our board. Here's what I can share about what happened. The board and I had many discussions about Elon joining the board and with Elon directly. We're excited to collaborate and clear about the risk. We also believe that having Elon as a fiduciary of the company, where he, like all board members, has to act in the best interest of the company and all our shareholders, was the best path forward. The board offered him a seat. We announced on Tuesday that Elon would be appointed to the board contingent on the background check and formal acceptance. Elon's appointment on the board was to become officially effective on April 9th. But Elon shared that same morning that he will no longer be joining the board. I believe this is for the best. We will always value input from our shareholders, whether they're on the board or not. Elon's our biggest shareholder, and we will remain open to his input. There will be distractions ahead, but our goals and priorities remain unchanged. The decision we make and how we execute is in our hands. No one else. Let's tune out the noise and stay focused on the work and what we are building."
He's basically reporting on Twitter, the president.
Well, he sent the email that he sent out to his board members, and
It would have been better if it was a screenshot. I would have respected him
no, it
more.
was a screenshot.
Oh, good. Okay, I respect him more.
And let's
On
see.
Twitter.
So then, ever since he's made the offer, let me go back to that. Not here.
In the meantime, while you look for that, I also got the finances for 2021, the financial year. Yo, guess
Wait,
what?
I got it.
Go for it.
So he says, after he made the offer, he says, taking Twitter's private at $54.20 should be up to shareholders, not the board. And everybody agreed. And then he said, "I love you." Then he created a screenshot of Twitter review investments continue to fuel a multi-year transition article. And then he goes, Then he says, "Do you want Elon Musk to buy Twitter by Bighorn Archive?" Then everybody says, "Yes, they do." And then he says, "Thank you for the support." Then he says, "Love me tender."
What the
And
heck
then
is
he
that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Love me tender.
And then he starts reporting on the SpaceX project. And then of course, Happy Easter. In defense of Elon's managerial excellence, and he says, "Why, thank you, sir." Then more on SpaceX. And then the social media's platform policies are good if the most extreme 10% of the left and right are equally unhappy.
Yo, what? What? I guess if you don't
And
make,
then he says, "Blank is the night."
he is the night.
And then he says, "Please consider working at the Boring Company. Our goal is to solve traffic, which plagues every major city on Earth."
Earth.
Then he retweeted more about SpaceX. And then he says, "Such joy to work with amazing talented people at SpaceX, Tesla, Neuralink, and Boring Company." And he says, "If our Twitter bid succeeds, we will try to defeat the spam bots or die trying." and authenticate all real humans.
Yeah, no, real facts.
And then he took a picture of him sending a rocket to space. And then he says another picture of a rocket to space, and he says, "Believe in the future." And then, "What is best in life?" And then the barbarians are at the gate. And then he says, he posted a picture of, "In case you need to lose a boner fast." He has a picture of Bill Gates with a little bit of a belly, and then the next to him is the pregnant guy emoji from Apple.
No.
And he says, "Shadowban Council reviewing tweet."
Yo. Okay, hold up. Let me give you the Twitter finances real quick for 2021.
And that's all for today, folks.
Twitter announced in February financial results for its 2021 financial year, which ended in December 31st, 2021. The company's net loss narrowed significantly, meaning it lost, less compared to for 2021. To hold yourself, gird your loins, guys. $221.4 million. That was their loss for 2021. Now,
I expected more.
That was less compared to 2020, which was $1.1 billion. They lost. They basically, the revenue was three quarters of $1 compared to what they lost, but they're still in the red. In the previous year.
So 750,000 millones.
Yeah, they came out of the debt, three quarters of a billion, if you will, and then billion. The annual revenue rose 36.6% this year, over the years, to $5.6 billion.
So to end the point here is, if anyone can save Twitter,
it
could be Elon Musk, as long as they accept the offer.
Yeah, and he didn't give one offer. Ironically, he gave 3 offers.
No, he gave 1.
No, he gave 3.
No, he said that's all, folks.
Let's see, divided. It says Twitter.
But yeah, Marcos, do you wanna go on to the next one?
But yeah, can you imagine that? So there's something ain't adding up, and Elon is just ruffling the feathers so I can using Twitter to show that something ain't adding up here, guys. I like that. I really appreciate that. So let's go on to the next. Let's see, what's the next one? Okay. Now on to games. There was a teaser trailer on the 21st of April. As of this recording, there was a teaser trailer called Operation Monarch, the official teaser trailer featuring Godzilla vs. Kong on Call of Duty Warzone. So basically, there's going to be a release on April 27th as of the new season. I don't know what it's going to be. So
I have made an offer.
And they showed Godzilla and Kong fighting in the island. So it's kind of I'm dang it, I don't play Warzone anymore. I don't remember even playing. I think I did, but I'm hyped. I can't wait to watch the streams. That's all I'm gonna say.
You watch Warzone streams?
Yeah. There's a guy named Nico that I follow that he plays Warzone streams.
Nico Nee?
Yeah, right. There's another one, Escape from Tarkov. That one's already older, but it's still pretty fun, interesting to watch. What else?
Gotta be honest here. Don't care about Warzone.
Yeah, but they're trying to spice it up like Rainbow Six Siege did for a couple years.
But is it better than Apex?
I don't know. I mean,
exactly. It cannot be measured.
Really, in release dates when they came out respectively, I'd say Apex has a more. What's Valorant? Valorant is even better compared to Apex. Some people, I would say,
when they first released, a different category.
Aren't they first-person shooters?
Yeah, but Apex is a battle royale, and Valorant is what's it called? Either team capture or team defusal.
A TF2.
No, that's not TF2, Marcos. That's old.
It's still going though. It still has a big market. Not compared to Apex. No, to Valorant.
But yeah, those are 2 different categories. And even then, I think Apex is still winning.
Let's see. Go to Twitter. Go to Twitch. Let's see
Why would you go to Twitter?
I'm gonna put a poll, guys. Which one's better, Twitter, in Twitter or in the Spotify? I'll make a poll. Which one's better, more popular, Apex, Valorant, or Warzone?
Apex.
Apex. It's on Twitch. It's the most released, isn't it? I knew it. You were right, Jose. Yep. Apex.
Yep.
It's the most concurrent viewers right now.
Are you checked on Twitch?
Yeah.
Bruh. But yeah, because Valorant isn't it only has hype because of offline TV, I think, or like the league players.
Apex.
Which they're not doing great so far. Like in terms of Valorant, in terms of other things, they're doing fine, but in terms of promoting Valorant, it's not that great.
And what about Warzone? Is it like number 5 in popularity right now?
Well, Warzone is only popular because of Call of Duty, and even then, it's like kind of dying.
Yeah, number 5. I'd say compared to the top 5, I'd say it's the last.
Like right now, I think, in my opinion at least, it's like Apex, Fortnite,
Battle Royale,
maybe PUBG because of China's influence.
What?
Yeah,
What did it do?
a lot of people in China, from what I know of, play PUBG.
That's awesome. Okay, next. And number 4?
That's bad.
Warzone is number 4.
Well, for Battle Royale, I guess, yeah.
DayZ is gone now.
What others in
DayZ.
Yeah, that's H1Z1, yeah, that's all gone.
Dang it. But yeah, hopefully this will revive it with the new season coming on the 27th, which is what? As of this recording, we're recording
We'll
on the
see
7th.
how Attack on Titan didn't revive it. Highly doubt this will.
Warzone had Attack on Titan?
Yeah, they had Attack on Titan skins.
Yeah, but this is gonna... I don't know. I'm curious. You're right. I have no clue. And that makes me excited.
I mean, there's probably people going to be playing it, but it's not. Warzone ain't it, chief.
I'm gonna put a poll on Spotify and everywhere else.
How many polls are you going to put up?
Just one.
No, you've said like 3.
I'm gonna put which one's more popular. No. You already answered
what I
it.
mean?
Yeah. Come on. Give me more ideas.
How about this? Do you put butter in bagels or you put cream cheese?
Why not both? Or both?
Nah, because you like hell.
You crazy. I'm thinking.
And there you go.
Next.
Yes, the next one.
Alan, you posted this one, I think.
Did I? I don't even remember, bro.
On the conversation. Black Clover.
Oh, so yeah, basically I was reading the article about how Black Clover is
Goat
is gonna
Clover.
it's gonna be on hiatus for a undisclosed period of time, and I think it has something to do with the author's situation. I don't know if it's mental health or it's a situation that only he can prevent, or not prevent, but do something about.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Basically, and he has to take care of some issue. So because of that, it's gonna be on hiatus. And I don't know, have you guys been keeping up with the actual manga?
The Goat Clover, I have, and I've read the chapter, and it said from here on we'll be entering into a hiatus. Please, it said please read the next page for details. I'm like, what next page? That's it.
That's the hiatus.
Well, there you go.
Screenshot it. I'll share it on Twitter.
No, we don't share things on Twitter.
I do. We do
That's
have
great.
a Twitter. And an Instagram, by the way.
They did the big reveal, and then they're like, the Black Clover will be in hiatus. Please see next page for details. I'm like, bruh, but he only had up until here.
I'm waiting with a bated breath, but the next page isn't loading.
At least Odo's going strong. One Piece is not gonna go on.
There's a
hiatus.
live action, right? Confirmed for Netflix?
Yeah, but I mean, it's probably gonna go as good as Cowboy Bebop and
Speaking
Death
of
Note.
Netflix, that was also a doozy of a call that they had for their
A giant has
finances.
tripped.
Yeah, they
And
kind
then
of
they
fumbled the
said,
bag.
they said they were gonna add a new cheaper plan, but they're gonna have ads on it. I'm like, nah.
Hulu, basically.
Basically, yeah. And I'm like, no, that's gonna lose customers. And then they're gonna make their original plan, I think, more expensive.
They've been doing that. What
Right,
do you
it's
like?
They have nothing new on their catalog, and it's kind of
Right.
like
The anime department has been increasing.
but it's basically a repeat of what's
It's too
going on
niche.
with Crunchyroll. Like they merged two catalogs. The new CEO is I don't know who, but the old CEO stepped down, and we don't know what's gonna go on. Like at the end of this coming week, or at the end of April, all the Sentai Filmworks
Oh yeah, they bought that up. Yeah.
IPs. No, their IPs are gonna leave the catalog of
Expire.
Crunchyroll. Yeah, they expire. So no more Food Wars, no more Danmachi
But that's Crunchyroll.
on Crunchy. Yeah, there's no more of that. So get your fill now while you still can.
Danmachi
No.
specifically, man.
Yeah, and it's.
Where am I gonna
think-
watch the next season?
Well, that's You're gonna
Hulu?
have to either. I think you have to watch it on High Dive, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh nah,
Amazon?
what is
No, that's
this?
not Amazon. Straight.
Or you have to buy the actual physical DVDs or Blu-rays.
Blu-rays.
Yeah.
Or sail the high seas.
Absolutely.
Or maybe they're making another season there.
Luffy said he's gonna be the king of the pirates. I don't know. There's gonna be a lot of runner-ups, right?
Talking about One Piece, Mr. J over here shared us something about an IRL, like inspiration for Goldie Rogers. Can you elaborate on that, Jose?
What?
You didn't hear me?
No.
I was saying that you told us a story. You shared us a story about the inspiration for the OG Goldie Rogers.
Oh, he died.
Everyone dies, but what's the story? What's his name? What was his name?
Goldie Roja.
IRL.
Goldie Roja.
Goldie Juan.
Wait, what?
Goldie Jean. I think he was French, wasn't he?
Monsieur.
The original inspiration for Goldie Roger for the One Piece.
Oh, the pirate. Oh, okay. His name was Hold up, I gotta look it up. Okay, Olivier Levasseur. I don't know how to spell that. How to say that.
How to
But they
spell
called
that?
them. They called them. I remember the Bousse or something like that.
That sounds like a mean name.
He was a Frenchman, of course, because all Frenchmen
course.
are pirates.
Yes.
Le Roi.
And he was so he didn't turn himself in. He was captured, unlike Roger. But he did at the day of his execution, and he was about to die.
Did the monologue.
Yeah, he did like, "You want my treasure? Go out there. For those who can understand it, will find it." Something like that. And
Flicked his calling card.
yeah, and then he got hung. He left behind the decipher key, not the decipher text. That is encrypted. And
With a VPN?
no, it's
An IRL VPN.
it's basically a combobule of symbols that mean something. And supposedly, if you can understand it, you can find his treasure, which supposedly has not been found yet. There's a guy, there was a person that was finding it, died of old age, and now his son is trying to find it, and he's still on the hunt. I think. Let me see, where is he at? Where
This
this
is
guy
a
at?
movie. This has to be a movie.
No, it's an anime. I told you about that.
So I am the movie.
The guy was the guy that passed
La
away. His
Rousse.
name Luffy.
Le Bousse or something like that. So I think the original guy's name was Cruz Wilkins.
Sounds like a
And
British
then,
guy.
and then Well, that's his. Sorry. Oh, so the guy's name is. The son's name is John Cruz Wilkins. I don't know what the father's name
Senior.
is. Basically.
And then Junior.
Reginald is his father's name.
Reginald Wilkins.
Cruz Wilkins.
Oh. Even the middle name, wow.
So it's mind you, I got this from a TikTok. But he's a very respectable man.
Yes.
So take it with a grain of salt, everyone.
Yes.
The largest one.
But the TikTok guy is he's actually I think he has his master's in history. So
of Bushi.
Basically. His master's in BSing.
Imagine, no, but he's actually a cool dude.
You should
I don't know him, but he seems cool. He has a nice beard. I can't get it that thick.
He looks like Eren Yeager's brother. Right?
Brother Zeke Yeager.
Zeke Yeager.
The Beast Titan.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, but when he's not in beast mode.
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
So yeah, that was oh wait, hold on, let me play the One Piece verse theme, Marcos.
Who?
The first opening.
I don't have it.
Gosh.
All right,
Play it on your phone.
Let's looking for it.
So while
He's
he
like, you
looks
want
for
my
it,
treasure? Find it. It's out there for you. You must go and find it.
just really quick, guys. I want to take this opportunity to just plug the Instagram profile. Yeah. So, for our listeners, please, if you have the opportunity, a chance, a moment in time, if you will, to go visit and interact with us on our new Instagram profile. It's LTS Pod, I believe.
Isn't it dot pod?
.pod. Yes, thank you. I don't even remember. And definitely also reach out to us through or comment, subscribe over on that, as well as Twitter and YouTube, where you can not get the visual form of this podcast, but the audio form if you prefer the YouTube.
A little bit of spice.
Yes, the YouTube version of it. So definitely get at us, and don't forget about the polls that are at the end or at the bottom.
I'm not gonna make a poll for this time though.
Or you're not? Okay, so scratch that.
But still, any polls that we post, please give us a bit of your time, if you will.
Yes.
Ready.
Okay, go ahead.
Wealth, fame, power. Gold Roger, the king of the pirates, attained this and everything else the world had to offer, and his dying words drove countless souls to the seas.
You want my treasure? You can have it. I left everything I gathered together in one place. Now
There you go, gentlemen. You had to find it.
Very good, sir.
Well, no, because he said, go out there and find it. I left it all in one place. Let me see what he actually said. So the last words he said was, find my treasure. The one who may understand it.
So this guy was smart.
Yeah,
because he hid it behind a cryptogram. No,
I think you guys are smart.
No, you guys are smart.
No, you're smart.
What was that?
But yeah.
That's my phone.
Okay, so yeah, I feel like on that piece, let's end our piece. How about that, guys?
Wait, have you not watched any anime?
One Piece.
I'm still with Arifureta, the dub version.
Bruh, but you should go watch.
My man said, bruh.
You should go watch. This is the following. I'm gonna try to speed this up. So go watch the following.
Hold up, let me give you an opening for anime.
One more thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the
Cut it. I'm gonna do it quick.
There you go.
Okay, so these are the following seasonal anime I would recommend. Spy X Family.
Oh yeah.
Shikimori is not just a cutie.
Okay.
I'll say strong stage. I gotta watch this one. I don't know, but I'll come back to that one. Because I haven't watched that one yet. Harin-san wa Hakarinai?
English.
I don't know. We're looking at this in Crunchyroll.
Okay.
Love After World Domination.
Okay.
Skeleton Knight in Another World.
Okay.
The Dawn of the Witch.
Season 2.
The greatest demon lord is reborn as a typical nobody. And finally, The Rising of the Shield Hero Season 2.
Season 2. Yeah, that one. Yeah. I'm hyped.
Well, I heard that one is not well paced at all.
Shield Hero?
Yep.
Dang it.
I thought it was pretty good so far. They are kind of going fast, but it's not too bad.
Oh, they skipped a whole segment of
Oh, no, not again.
Not again.
yeah, where they basically did a training arc and a whole polemic about the 3 other heroes trying to. Well, I don't want to. Well, I don't want to spoil too much, but it's a doozy
Spoilers.
of. Yeah, it's a doozy of actual fast forward and jumping and skipping, where it kind of leaves you like it kind of fast forwards it to a point in the story where they're gonna get to the action, and like the lead up and the story and the world building kind of gets lost in translation or in animation in this case.
So yeah, well, I guess we can end it here.
With that piece, let's end our piece.
What up? Also, Demon Slayer, the village arc, the Swordsmith village arc trailer had come out. Something you guys should probably watch. Get hyped for that.
I already read it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I read the whole thing already.
Also, I already finished the Kimetsu no Yaiba.
Because I already finished Demon Slayer.
Right. Again, this is the actual arc animated form. So for those that are anime only,
it's also being produced by UFO Table.
Oh, the best table.
Yes.
Guys, I don't know if you wanted to mention this, even though it's not much of anime information, but for those that are in the States that have T-Mobile as a phone provider, or cell phone provider, they're basically doing something with Google where you can get unlimited Google Photos for offer. So definitely look it up. Again, if you like their service, look into it. I would recommend that. Other than that, guys, I have no more information as to share with you guys. But what's another one?
It goes numb.
Yep. Nope. That's it, guys. Let's call it.
Peace.
With that piece, let's end our piece. This is Marco signing out.
Chocolate.
This is Josue. Thank you, Josue.
Yes, I am here.
All right,
Thank you,
guys.
Alan.
Thank you, guys. I will talk to you in the next one. Peace.
Stay frosty. What? No, it's kidding. Did you just pop a cap? Did you just pop a cap?
Hey, yo.
Hi there. Thank you for tuning into the LTS podcast. All the notes and more can be found in the description. By the way, we have a social media page where content is posted regularly. Feel free to reach out at us through there or via email. Both are found in the description. So Alan, don't you forget that to remind the characters or the listeners, what am I saying? The listeners that there's some little extra stuff at the end of the description of each podcast episode that you can find in Spotify, right, Alan?
That's right, Marcos. A poll or maybe a link. Anything and everything. At least that's what I think. Yeah, so guys, at the end of the podcast, when you're finished listening, don't forget to participate in our polls that we usually have.
I'll try to have stuff, polls, questions, comments. You could always drop us a comment, through the links that we have in the description as well of our guests and our own.
Also, please rate us 5 stars on your favorite podcast catcher. Every comment is really appreciated. Music credits in the description as well. Peace.